Newly released data from the US shows inflation rose there at the highest rate in almost 40 years, to 6.8% last month, compared to 1 year ago.
Everyone hates rising prices. Groceries cost more, rents shoot up, even your favorite chips are getting smaller while costing more. So, why do governments allow inflation to happen? Why not just freeze prices and keep everything stable? Here's the wild part. A bit of inflation actually keeps the economy alive. Sounds backwards? Let's break it down together. If rising prices hurt everyone, why can't they just stay the same? Why can't inflation just be zero? The main reason that inflation can't be zero is because governments and their central banks like the RBI in India don't want it to be zero. Many countries, including India, follow something called as an inflation target. Right now it is around 4%. This number is a little random. It is just what experts think helps the economy grow in a healthy way. The goal is something that economists called a virtuous cycle or a good cycle. Here's how it works. When prices are going up, people think they'll keep rising. So they want to spend money soon, like buying a car, a fridge, or even a phone, because later on it will cost more. This spending helps businesses make more money. Since the businesses earn more, they hire more people, and then those people have more money to spend on buying things. And this cycle keeps pushing up the demand and hence increases the prices. If your salary increases with the prices of the goods, you can still afford to buy the same stuff. But the important part is if your salaries increase to keep up with the inflation. In India, for many years, salary growth was slow compared to inflation. In recent years, the wage growth has lagged behind inflation, causing a decline in the actual income for a lot of people. While the salaries have seen increases, these increases have been cancelled out by the rising living costs. For instance, in 2023, the salaries increased by 10%, but when adjusted with inflation, the overall increase in wages was actually minus 0.4% to 3.9% in the past 5 years. Specifically, the real average monthly wages for male salaried workers were 6.4% lower than in 2017-18, and for female workers, the decline was 12.5%. The government has ways to slow down high inflation. The Reserve Bank of India, or RBI, usually does this by raising the interest rates. This makes loans like business loans and home loans expensive. So people borrow less, businesses invest less, and this cools down the economy and hence decreasing the inflation. But there is a downside to this. When RBI raises the interest rates, it's like saying it to people that we want you to spend less. This can also mean fewer jobs because companies cut back, and this helps slow down the economy, but also people have less money to spend. But what happens if prices keep falling instead of rising up? That is what is called as deflation. At first, it might sound good because things are getting cheaper. But when people expect prices to go down, they even spend lesser. Companies earn less and hire less people. This means that companies sell less, earn less, and fire more people. Those people now don't have the money to spend, so prices keep falling even more. This is what is called a deflation spiral and is very difficult to fix. Governments are better with dealing with inflation than with deflation. For example, in 2020, when the inflation rates dropped a lot in India, the RBI reduced the repo rate to almost 4%. Okay, so the repo rate is basically the rate at which RBI lends money to other commercial banks. This was to get people and businesses to spend more money. This helped for a while, but if the inflation kept on dropping, RBI would not have any more tools to fix it. History shows us that true deflation is rare, but when it happens, it causes big damage to the economy. For example, the Great Depression in the 1930s became worse because of the falling prices, and it only ended when governments spent a lot of money to bring it back on track. Look at Japan, a country that has struggled with deflation for decades. Only recently has Japan come out of it, that too because of the rising global inflation that kept pushing the prices up. But this shows how hard it is to fix the deflation trap. That is why inflation targets like 4% in India are set up so that it would keep the inflation a little high and prevent us from falling into the deflation trap. At the end of the day, the economy is just people and businesses making choices. Millions of people, businesses, and banks are making money decisions every day. These choices all affect prices. Inflations will always go up and down a little, and that's normal. But if it gets too low for too long, that is risky. So it is always better to have the inflation a little on the higher side. It is a little annoying when prices go up a bit, but it is way better than falling into a bad deflation cycle. That is why a little inflation is not just okay, but actually it is a good thing.